What's good with y'all? This PTMI coming back at y'all with another video, man. Today I'm bringing y'all a story time about how me and my bros got caught sneaking into a football game. My nigga. So I'm just getting straight into it. I ain't sugarcoating nothing, my guy. So basically it's sophomore year. I'm a junior now, of course. So this was like last year, 2 years ago. Basically me and my bros, basically we was mad bored after school because, you know, my school, they had a bye week, so it wasn't no games or nothing to go to. And so it was just like, man, what's the move? I'm asking, I'm like, hey, Park Hill got a game, Park Hill and Liberty playing tonight, we can go to that one, or we can go to the Oak Park game. So something's telling me deep in my mind, just go to the Park Hill and Liberty game. But we end up going to the Liberty game. I mean, the Oak Park game. So basically it was after school, and so I went on my bro, looking for my bro on the bus. I get on the bus, I'm looking for him, I don't see him. So I'm like, damn, where did bro go? So then I had got off the bus and I was looking for bro, and then I ended up finding him and shit. So at this point, we go to the YMCA, and you know, I have no membership or no pass. So they just I had snuck in there, they had passes and shit, I didn't. So we in there, we working out for a hot minute, whatnot, doing what we doing. And then we like, bro, we thinking like, how we gonna get to the game? Because at this time, ain't none of us got cars, which is pretty ironic. So we just like, man, how we gonna get to the game? And then I had an idea, I'm like, bro, we probably gonna have to catch a cab or Uber there. And so then it was like, bro, don't you gotta pay? I was like, nah, because it's this service where I'm from. It's like, it's called Z-Trip, and they're like a taxi company, and they take you there, and then you pay. It's not like you gotta pay before you leave or none of that. So me and my bros, we was like, alright. So we did that. We called the Uber, went out to the school. Keep in mind, it's like 6:30, 6:45. And so, you know, I'm like, alright. It's like 6:30, 6:45. That right there should have been a pick. So she pull up, so we put all our bags in the trunk. And then we thinking, like, bro, how we gonna run off? So we basically talking to each other through our notes, through our phones. And so then we like, alright, okay. And so then my mans, he ended up paying. So then now we trying to figure out how we get to the game. We run into this cop, and the cop basically told us, she was like, I don't care how y'all get in the game, just don't let me see y'all, or just don't get caught. So we like, alright, because we ain't none of us got no money. We was trying to get in the game. We was trying to ironically make up lives and shit so we can get in the game, saying we go to the school and shit. They wasn't going. So I'm like, we gonna have to sneak in. And the school we snuck in to Staley. And if you from Kansas City, you know how big Staley is. It's like one of the biggest rich white schools in the whole Missouri. They got their own soccer field, football field, all that. So we just thinking, how we gonna get in the game? So then I'm telling my bros, I'm like, bro, we should go on this one side and hop this fence to where can't nobody see us. They like, nah, bro, let's hop through this fence and run through the soccer field and hop over the gate. So I'm like, alright, I'm knowing this shit ain't gonna work. So that was a good read by him. But so then we get to walk in. So I'm like, okay. We get to walk in. I'm like, okay. And then so we all three of us hop the fence. We on the soccer field running, but couldn't nobody see us because Staley football field and soccer field is connected, but it ain't like fully deeply connected, you feel me? So then like we got our bags on and shit, and so we like, bro, And I'm thinking we finna be in the game. And then I guess this woman who got like paid or something, where like all the players gotta walk past her and all the teams. I guess she saw me. So then I'm like, okay, okay. And then so we all hopped the fence, we in the game. Not even, bro, not even 10 seconds of us being in the game. These two cops, bro, they coming in the game like they coming to get us. So I told my brothers, I'm like, hey, we might as well just leave so they don't try to like touch us or none of that or detain us. So we ended up leaving. We had ended up leaving or whatnot. And so I didn't even see that read. I see the catch right there though. But so we ended up leaving. So we was talking bad to him. So the school principal, he called me another dude name. He thought I went to his school. And I'm like, nah, but I'm like, hey, that's good for me because he won't know who I am if he ever see me again. So then, we just talking stuff. I'm talking stuff to the cops, saying all this and that, insulting them. And then the cop, I kid you not, this how we got caught. Because they didn't know who he was. So, if you go to school in the North Kansas City School District, they have shirts that's on the certain schools and they all know each other. So then basically, so one of the cops pulled out his phone and took a picture of us and he sent it to the deputy officer who worked at our school. So ironically, the deputy officer was like, oh, he said my name and then he said my bro name. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, we called, and then they looked up our parents' number, called our parents, but we still out there because our phones is dead and shit. And I'm like, they weren't trying to let us into the game. Or they really weren't trying to let us get a ride from nobody. So it was these. So then we was finna get a ride from these people, but they did a scan, and then they left because my bro had some type of history with the girl. So now keep in mind, we all stuck in Staley land, and so we ain't know what to do. So we just like, fuck it. We just gotta walk, my nigga. Keep in mind, it's about 35 degrees outside, and we out here walking through a rich white neighborhoods, and then we think we like, hey, so we gonna knock on people's doors. And I'm like, nah. I'm just thinking because at the time I'm like, it's low-key an L thinking about it. Because I'm like, they probably gonna call the cops or some shit too. So then we at the game. I mean, now we left the game and now we just walking. And so then we just like, man. And then we end up getting picked up by my dad or whatnot. And so then we already know we facing that trouble coming that Monday. We already know we facing trouble coming that next Monday at school. So we get to school Monday. We all in our classrooms and shit. And so me and my bro, like they tried to get my bro to flip, and my bro he wasn't gonna flip. And so basically, yeah, my bro wasn't gonna flip. So then they was like, oh, okay. They was like, oh, okay. And I might have to stop this gameplay about time I get to the end of the story, because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to go through the whole video. So get through the whole thing. So then we faced mad trouble Monday. So then Monday, this one our principal, the deputy, all that, the people at the district, I guess they had a quote unquote meeting. I don't think they had a meeting, but that's what they said they had. So then they all basically, we got ended up getting banned for a year for going to the games, the football and basketball games and whatnot. So I'm just like, well, it just is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But I'm gonna throw y'all one more in here. This is when I went solo by myself, and then yeah, another thing, we end up all getting suspended for 5 days with a year ban. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all think that ban was over the top, or y'all think it was just? Do y'all think it was a fair ban? Y'all let me know down in the comment section. But anyway, back to the story time where I went on a solo mission trying to sneak into the game by myself. This is probably gonna be quick, 2 or 3 minutes. So basically it's after school. Y'all see my mess with the good one right there though. But he ended up no. Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So I went on a solo mission, and so I knew I couldn't. They basically kicked everybody out after school. So I couldn't go in the game. And this one my school played the other school I just told y'all about. So I'm basically attempting to sneak into this school a second time, but this time by myself. But this time I had a plan. So basically, me and my home, not me and my homies, me by myself. So I'm just basically chilling at the library with my other bro. Then I went to the YMCA, chilled a little bit, charged my phone. Then I walked back down to school, went inside the school. I'm waiting on the whole spirit bus, my guy. Like the whole spirit bus to get there. So they didn't end up getting there. So I had to sneak on the bus. And the people who was on there, they didn't even know I was supposed to be on there. They just let me slide. So I'm in the back, like ducked off. Ain't nobody see me. I'm trying to keep it. I'm just trying to, stay up. Not trying to get caught up. So then we driving there. I'm just thinking like, damn, if I get caught, I'm fucked for the year. And then we arrived to the school. So I'm like, bro, I'm basically gonna walk into their trap if I try to go walk by them. So then I was telling the bus driver that all this and that, like my stomach was hurting and shit, and he was cool and shit. But then I ended up getting off the bus. And then I had walked, and this is where it gets kind of messed up. So I get to walking. I'm walking up like this road, cause I'm just like, I got money to get in the game. So I'm just like, I'm about to just pay to get in the game. But they had like police all like everywhere. So I'm like, I can't really do it. Like they had police everywhere. So I'm like, damn, I really can't do it. But then I'm walking. Next thing you know, it's about 10, 15 police cars pulled up on me. I can't make this up. Like, nigga, like I was fucking Pablo Escobar or some shit. I see that dot though. Cribbo. But yeah. So then they called my parents and shit, and they took me down there, charged my phone, and I'm down there talking to the principals, because the principals trying to figure out what they was finna do with me. And that was, so then that's when they hit me with the, oh, we suspended you for 10 days with it here, and I'm like, damn. But then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I ain't gonna get kicked out for the rest of the year. I'm like, and this around this time that I became spiritual, so I'm like, they ain't gonna kick me out, bro. And then they didn't end up kicking me out, bro. That was the crazy part. But anyway, man, if y'all want to hear more story times, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on this video if you're new. And I'm out, bro. Peace.